Nude.
Nude, nude, nude.
Welcome to the Nude Edition of the Soulful Podcast with Mariya and me, Rali, and this is Jaco.
As usual.
We're starting weekly episodes, promise,
Promise. Thank you very much.
about nude photography, about self-development, about connection with ourselves, about journaling, about many other things. And for the ones who maybe skipped the first two episodes with you, Mariya, let's introduce you how your passion for nude photography started. For the people who complained for the other editions that there were no pictures, here.
Yes. There's
Some
enough nude
nudity.
pictures.
And you can see more in the profiles and also website of Mariya.
Yes.
There are a lot of photographies there, fine art.
Yes.
Not only nudes, but also
Yes. Respectful nude
respectful,
photography.
absolutely classy and really elegant.
Thank you. Well, thank you for having me. Thank you for inviting me to join this new adventure.
This
I'm
is
excited.
now a collaboration.
Collaboration.
Yeah, it's ours now.
Yes.
Okay, the new editions are ours.
Yes, amazing. It's always been nice talking to you. It seems like people liked it as well. And whoever haven't seen the first two episodes, they're very bare, very nude, very open. So you can find them in the profiles. About me, well, I'm also from Bulgaria originally, and I do photography almost 20 years now, focused on using photography as self-therapy in a way. I didn't even know that's what it was, but it turned out it's like this. I specialize in sensual photography for women to connect them or reconnect them with their bodies and show them that they can look beautiful and attractive and incredible in the body they occupy, no matter the size, the background, the shape, skin tone, nothing. I used to struggle with that in my 20s, and I'm still practicing it, still getting back to it when I need somebody to help me out to get off the loop, the negative loop. And I do believe it's helpful, and I have seen it time and time again in the studio with women, with clients, with friends, with women from different backgrounds, different ages, especially different ages, different marital status, mothers, singles, grandmothers. So I do believe, and I have the proof that it's working. And yeah, this is me.
Wonderful. So it will be, about nude photography, of course. There will be no nudity except of Jaco. He's completely nude. But nude mind and nude soul, this is what it is about. Yeah, the inner peace and the inner self-image and the way we feel. I believe everything starts within. And of course, when we do something from the outside, is it photography or something else, it's very helpful because we are this or complex beings with our shades and our different aspects. And I believe that it's important to somehow take care of all of them. And so self-portrait and self-pictures for therapy. I know that you love journaling too.
Yes.
What is a practice like that you can, let's say, recommend that help you to, and then I'll share my journaling experience.
Okay. Well, I started journaling before photography. It was a way to. I started journaling as a kid. It was a bit funny in the beginning, like drama, a bit of a drama. Oh, this boy, this friend, this and that. But I always liked writing. Always liked books, the way they look, and I followed with it, and it turned out that it's actually helping me process my emotions, process the world around me, because after a certain age, you can't really go to everyone and share certain things.
Yeah.
Sometimes you don't even share with your therapist. You know, it could be.
What about, do you like have some feelings or thoughts about someone reading your diaries, your journals?
In the recent years, I kept it in English, and I kept it like a story. So if you start reading it, you would know their names, you know, the people in my life. So it's like a movie. It's basically like I'm recording my life. Now it's gone to that stage that I'm recording my life, and I'm also using it as a therapist, and I'm also using it as a gratitude. Everything is in one. Like I used to struggle, gratitude journal or
Goals
or goals.
manifestations.
Yes, I have one. Now I have one, and I'm super happy with it. And also dreams. So if I go back to a certain day, a certain date, I can track it, and it's easier.
Do you read it?
Yeah, sometimes, yes.
Sometimes.
I go back and I read it.
Interesting.
And it's funny that when I write, I feel like I forget about it, but then when I go back and read it, it's the memory is still there. Like I remember. I'm like, oh yeah, this is actually.
So you start the day with journaling, or when is the perfect time for you to do it?
Nowadays I do at night mainly to empty my head and go to sleep. If I have something going on in the day, I can write down throughout the whole day or in the morning. But in a normal day, it's at night. Yes, and that also helped me with photography, with images, because images are very visual. So sometimes I would spend pages and pages writing something that's bothering me, and then I do a session and it's either completely clean
What do you
or
mean?
organized.
You're doing session for yourself or
Yes.
for someone? Okay.
For me,
yourself.
for example, with the self-portraits.
Okay.
So that's why I think when they're combined, it's very powerful.
Would you like, for the next episode, so you stay tuned, for the next episode, I suggest to, for you to teach us how to do a self-portrait as a therapy.
Sure.
Like to share.
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's a great following episode of this. And I want to share my experience. I'm writing not every day, but mostly. Sometimes, I really believe in a morning routine. This is the way I calibrate myself for the day. Put my goals and also the way I feel in the morning. Dreams and whatsoever. Not always in the evening, but mostly in the morning. I'm writing, journaling, and I'm writing like I tried. I was so afraid and embarrassed that someone's gonna read it at the beginning. Like if someone of my loved ones read it, oh my God, this is so embarrassing. This will be really, So we could have problems. So I'm writing. Mostly in Bulgarian. I don't know. It's somehow now writing also the book, and it comes naturally more because maybe it's my mother. The way I am raised. But I'm writing with that like really, really bad, doctor's handwriting that nobody can read, not even me sometimes.
Yeah.
Like if it's. So for me, it's like okay. I feel like this in the morning. This is the first thing I write in the morning. Like how do I feel right now? Is there something that is bothering me? Why? And like all this, self-reflection, how my body feels, what are the thoughts that are going on, what I'm afraid to look at, or what is bothering me right now. So, and writing, it's just no censor, everything down. And I never read it back, For me, it's like, okay, it's on the paper, and it's very important. There is study that shows that the nervous system is coming down when you write it, not in typing on a computer, but like really with the handwriting, because I used to write on the computer a lot too. It's not the same. It's still, there's some, sensors and stuff, but it's different how the brain, it's processing it when we handwrite. I also tried with the pen on the tablet. It's not the same. The noise is disturbing, every time that you...
Yes.
and it's not the same. So really, really paper. So yeah, even if you're very embarrassed what you're writing, and if someone's read, like, write it like nobody can.
Oh yes,
or destroy it immediately after that.
Absolutely.
Like,
or lock it. Like back in the days, there used to be like lockers for the diary.
oh, we had this one like
I
a
started,
key, like with heart, you know,
yes,
and then the key.
Yes, I'm also embarrassed. Like I don't want anybody to read, and I guard it very well. Like if I'm with somebody, I tell them like, this is my diary. Do not touch it. Like,
Yeah. This is, but why we are embarrassed to be honest with
it's
someone
like it's
else,
very
right?
personal. Sometimes I talk about the person I'm with. You know, I just need. Sometimes you have these thoughts, and if you put them on paper, then you see them like, oh, it's actually.
It's not exactly like
it's not.
this, right?
It's not exactly that. Yeah.
This is the other thing. Like always questioning. Like, is this really true? Because our mind, like, don't believe all the thoughts you you having. So much of this is such a bullshit. Like, really is like. Honestly, like, I'm thinking like, you know, insecurities or whatsoever. You know, fears, especially fears. Like, they're so not grounded on anything. Like, just question it. Is this really true? Like, I'm thinking that this and this and this. Like, well, there are other possibilities, and this really not true. And yeah, so writing. What are the prompts you love to start with? How do you feel?
Well, yes, I usually keep it like the main points of the day, but I might start trying to do like morning pages as well, because there is a powerful moment in the morning. I used to meditate more regularly, and I used to replace that with the journaling. Now sometimes I journal in the morning, but it's mainly at night, and it does help. But I think I'm gonna add on as well. Mainly things that bother me, something that has to be resolved. And about this that you just mentioned, that sometimes we don't feel good enough or whatever enough in any way. I had this experience in March lastly that I remember. I was like, I don't feel comfortable in my body. Started like the negative voice, like, look at you, you know, you need to work out, all this chatter. So I was like, I was writing, and it was helping, but not enough. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna go on purpose to the studio. I'm gonna do a shoot, and I'm gonna show myself that this is not true. So I started in the beginning. I changed like 3 sets for an hour or something like this. In the beginning, I was like, oh, I don't like this. Look at you, you're fat, you know, all this. And then at the end, I nailed it. And I saw the images, I'm like, whoa. I was
This
like,
is me.
look at you, yeah. And I was like, look, like I proved you wrong. That's why I'm saying that I can prove any female negative mind wrong, because it's just an illusion. And then the funny thing is, those images that I didn't like that time, I revisit them.
This is the other thing.
And edit them, and now I'm gonna publish them, I think this week or something like that.
Absolutely. This is the state of mind we are. We see people differently, we see ourselves differently when we are in a different state, right? When we are negative, when we are like, you know, down, when the energy is completely, you know, drained, everything looks bad, you know? Like the most beautiful picture, the most beautiful thing is like, and when we are like, you know, a little bit elevated, a little bit, everything is lighter and flow, then you see like, look, this is, again, the brain, the way it's, it plays with us, and but we can stop it, and this is our power to say, okay, wait a minute, what is going on? Like, is this what's happening right now?
Yes.
And the reflection of it. And you said gratitude. Like, for me, this is a game changer always. I really believe that the focus we put on whatever. Of course, how it was like, I think it's Tony Robbins, where the focus goes, the energy flows, something like this. Excuse me if I'm changing something, but like, you know what I mean. Like, okay, you can find everything negative on the first side. You can find something positive to be grateful, to be like, for the body, for the mind, for the situation in life we are. And what about acceptance? Like, accepting body acceptance. You said like, okay, every one of us has some part of, you know, there's something too much, too less, not enough whatsoever. You know, it's either too much or not enough, or It's
or
like
not the same like the other one. And the other one is thinking the same about you,
And-
which is like, this is the ridiculous part.
absolutely.
We do it all the time.
Exactly, our uniqueness. It's what makes us. That's what makes us different. Is our superpower. This is like, can you imagine for, I don't know, 8 billion people in the world, there are no other person like you. There's no other person like me. Like, we are so unique. How is this possible? And this is the best thing about it. To just be uniquely you, and not trying to fit, not trying to please because someone not gonna like you. You know what? Your people are gonna like you, and you don't need the others who are not liking you, and you don't have to change whatever to be liked for anyone else. Your people are going to like you like just the way you are.
Yes.
Right.
And that part of like being unique, I feel like we don't look at the details so much, because it's like you have this hair, this eyes, this body structure, these things, like all the little bits that make you you. Sometimes you're like, yeah, but you know, my legs are not long enough, or my hair is not the same, or my eyes are different. Yeah, but look at how nature put you all together, you know. And that I love observing women, for example. I observe women on the street, and like I'm sitting there and I'm looking, look at everyone is different. They're all putting themselves together to leave the house, because it's like a female thing, very like, you know, the girly thing. But they are different, they present themselves in a different way, but the best way they could, you know. It's a very mixed, I love it, like it's very interesting. And yeah, that's it. To look not only in general that, oh yeah, we're different, but no, we're actually super different.
Every single detail is different.
Yes. And the acceptance, there was a moment in my life when I felt like great, you know. I was like, yeah, this body shape, everything looks good. I came out of like a bad period. I was like, okay, like it's all going well now. And I asked a friend to take photos of me on the beach. And I'm like posing, thinking like I'm the queen and everything, like, you know, feeling super good. And then I look at the photos and I'm like, something's wrong. Not wrong, but something's weird here. And then I realized that the positions I position myself, you know, the posture, I'm not the same like a model I had in my head or a reference photo, because my legs are shorter. So I cannot do anything. So I looked at the photo, I'm like, it's a great photo, but my legs are shorter. And then, but it wasn't a judgment. It was more like, that moment of acceptance. Like, okay, well, my legs are shorter. You know, like I had a realization. I knew it, but it was different when I saw it, because it was like professional photos in the position and everything. And then, oh, well, it can't look the same because it's not the same body. But that's fine, because, you know, it's still good. And
we, again, when we come about, you know, the model photos and, you know, some standards or for beauty, we have like what the shape should be to women, men, whatever, like this legs are long and these are not, and this, I don't know, this is curvy and this is not, or this is slim. Like, who cares about all of it? I mean, I'm grateful for living now in this times of awakening and diversity, where I believe, and I have this experience now, that it doesn't have to be in this, you know, frame, everything. Like even like, you know, supermodel shows, and so now they have, or catwalks and stuff, they include normal people. Normal women.
Normal bodies. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that's true.
And also,
sorry to interrupt. And all these standards also that comes with the wave, you know. Everyone should look slim, boom. Or everyone should have a big bum. But okay, but some bodies are more, some bodies have it more, others don't, you know, like breasts, you know, like some women, depending on the body as well, you know. In Bulgaria, there's a very strange thing that they should look like super skinny, no bump, but like big breasts. Okay.
And now big butt too.
Yeah, but like by nature, this is not possible. It's imbalanced. If you have big at the back, you should have big in the front, you know, it's like imbalanced.
And this is another thing when we talk about, and when we see like the decades before, there were these trends. This is why it's so important to be uniquely you, just the way you are. I mean, you can improve something. I'm all about, aesthetic medicine. I'm working in that field, plastic surgeries whatsoever. If you really need it and are having like, aware decision for that, don't get me wrong, absolutely. I mean, I'm one of the people who's like, okay, if I can change something, why should I accept it, but it depends with the intention, why are you changing it and so on. Like, it's the same if you're let's say ill. Of course you're gonna do everything to improve your health. If you're like a little bit overwhelmed, again, for the healthy reasons, you still can accept your body and the state you are right now, and you can still do the sports, do the whatsoever, the emotional parts, the food and everything to improve it. You can still accept it and then doing the effort to do it. But like these trends, we have the heroin chick from the 90s, then we have I don't know, it's like the eyebrows, they are now this and now this. So they're super thin now, they're super bushy, and and this is the problem with trends, because like they change every other years, but I'm not the person who is obsessed with trends. Some things I like, something I don't, but still stay fair, or you don't cheat on your self and your authenticity. And doesn't matter, like, then the Kardashian body shape was a trend like a few years ago. Now we come back to slim, or whatsoever. Who knows what else is going to come, But, and again, if, especially after pregnancy, like, improving, like, you remember this body from back then, and then it changed, and there are a few things you can do. So why not doing them, to just not get another body, just get back to your body,
Exactly, yeah. Just to shape and better yours if you want to, because sometimes all the weight or problems are like emotional. I used to struggle with like emotional weight, and I'm still in there. If I might have another period that it just, and I know it's emotional because it feels different, and I'm torturing myself because I'm not in this standard, but it's something else I need to work on to get to that standard,
I believe everything is emotional. I really believe that we, like, if we have balanced in our emotions, our thoughts, and just checking them every morning or every night, like, okay, how do I feel? My body, my mind, my feelings, whatsoever, and then come back to everything will be different. Like the whole psychosomatic stuff, the whole autoimmune disease, the whole, relationship will be different. Everything's gonna change. I really believe that it is. And acceptance and gratitude, to like go to, let's say, the end of this episode. Let's share a different practice for body acceptance. Like, what is your I want that we, every time when we have this episode, like every week, as we said, promise, committed,
we committed
to share,
publicly committed.
Yes. To share a little gift, a practice that's helped us for the acceptance for life, basically.
Yes.
Yeah. So what is your?
I would say for acceptance.
Yeah, body acceptance.
Body acceptance. So
this time.
I would say mirror work is major.
Powerful.
Yes, because we as we mentioned before, we're so disconnected of this image, and we're disconnected of this body. It's like, oh, I don't like my body because I want my body to be like this. No, you're not getting out of here. So find a way to balance it, to like it. My legs are short. Well, in this life, my legs are short, full stop. But I can choose if I train my legs, my short legs, or not, right? Mm-hmm. And also with mirror work, you start like looking at yourself. Really looking, like observing yourself, like you're observing every other chick out there, and like comparing. No, don't compare, just observe, and let whatever comes goes, or like listen what it comes and where it comes from, because it might not be yours, most likely. And then journaling, also like talking, because then you can have a conversation. I have a conversations. I ask myself questions and I reply, and then it's very funny because like I'm there with my journal and it's like it's nobody there. Who's talking, you know? And
Well, who's talking here?
yeah, exactly.
Who's talking here inside? Like,
And then what else? I don't know. If they have to be three things.
how you do well, one thing, like
Okay.
every time one thing, like but like how we do mirror work, like how you get the like a full mirror. Are you dressed? Are you undressed? Are you looking only in the eyes? Are you looking different part? Like how? If someone is like completely new from mirror work,
Yes.
I love it too. I'm such a fan of Louise Hay and like
Yes.
whatsoever. This is for another.
Yeah.
You can we can have a few episodes only talking about
Yeah.
her. But like for someone who never, so from my professional path, I know women who do not like to look into the mirror. Like they don't have mirror at homes. They don't want to see it. So for a person like how like someone who get the mirror right now in front, what should they do? Like first step, taking the mirror, look at it, like you look in the eyes, you look, because the first time I did it, I really looked straight into my eyes, but like I'm looking inside,
Yes.
who is there, and I started to cry, like insane. So yeah,
That's what happened for sure. So don't give up after the first cry. There'll be a few more.
Start with a few seconds, because
Yes.
this is not hard. Like this is not easy. It's hard for someone who is like
Yes.
is new for that. And then so just start with a few seconds, 1 minute, whatsoever.
Yeah. And I would say if you have a full mirror, better. And I would also say if you can move it. I love having not static mirrors around me because I move them around light, around background, in the house as well. I'm not talking about studio, I'm talking about houses. So I'll sit in front, I'll go far, I'll move, like I like dancing, so I'll dance, I'll look to my eyes, I'll talk, or if I'm talking to the phone with somebody, I'll look at myself, or like I tried even cooking, eating, like in the bathroom I used to have a full mirror. I miss that. I want to have that again. And just start living with yourself.
Wow, yes,
In
this
a
is strong.
way,
Living
yeah.
with yourself.
Because you see the world from the inside out. Like you see it from here, but you don't see this, you don't see your nose, you don't see your ears, so and then you don't like it. No, just spend some time with it. Like when you're falling in love with somebody, in the beginning it's just a person, then suddenly it's the best person on earth. Oh, I like your nose, and then if you break up with this person, you start disliking him. That's very interesting. How it works. Well, let's not break up with ourselves, but
No, never.
just loving. Let's stuck in the loving part.
This is the one we have forever with us, right? So this body, or at least for this lifetime. And I will add starting with looking into the mirror, into the eyes, different parts. And then at some point talking to it. Like we all so often, like this is what I'm gonna add to it. We so often expect for someone else to be our cheerleader, to support us, to say like, why, I don't know, my partner, like my mom, my dad, my friend, my colleague, whatsoever, whoever, why didn't say this to me? And a compliment like, say it to you, honey. Like if you like yourself, if you are kind to yourself, you support yourself, then I don't want to say, you don't need anyone else. We are, social beings. We need to interact with each other. But if you like yourself so much, if you support yourself, you can do anything. Like this is, and it doesn't matter who else say to you, you're great and you're beautiful, you are doing great, like you're awesome, you can do that. It doesn't matter. The most important person you want the support from and you really want to impress, it's you. This is really, and something else when we talk about nudes and undressing. There is one practice. This is without mirrors. I mean, you can do it in the mirror. It's a little bit, you can do.
Let's see.
Whatever. This is something that helped me a lot, accepting my body, especially after pregnancy. And after my sexuality being very locked, very blocked, and it starts again with the body. Like if you really accept and like your body, you open up in every life field, in sex too. Like, so this is again for acceptance. You can turn the light off if you're, you know, not familiar with that. You undress yourself completely, like completely naked, and then you start to like touch yourself. I mean, I know how it sounds. But like you're touching the most precious thing ever, with gratitude for these hands, for helping me, you know, cook delicious things for my loved ones, for doing my hair, my makeup, you know, for this beautiful face, for the hair. Doesn't matter how, like the most precious things, you know, the belly. Like so many women have a problem, you know, especially after pregnancy. Like, you know, there are some stretch marks, there's some fat. Who cares? It gives you like the most amazing gift, which is can be a child in this life, or stretch marks. So yes, they are mine. Like, you know, this is like, or the you know, the feet, the legs that are going. Because of them, like with the whole gratitude, you can move, you can travel, you can run, you can explore everything, you can swim. Like, you know, like you're touching the most precious thing ever. So try it and let me know in the comments. Did you, do the mirror work? This is the homework, for next time. And this, you can close your eyes, put some music on, and just, you know, like touch everything like it's the most precious, expensive thing ever. That's it. With gratitude for all the functions we have. And we forget and we take it like, you know, that we can see, we can touch, we can smell, we can everything.
Absolutely. And once you get ill or you have some condition, then you remember, oof, I wish I didn't have that, you know, then you remember what it was to be like healthy and all this. But even if you're going through something, surely there will be something that you can be grateful, that you can enjoy. There's always something in your body that you love, for sure, I can bet. There might be things that you dislike or you wish they were different. Okay, you don't need to fall in love with them if you don't want to now, but at least don't hate, you know, just leave them aside. And
is there a part of you, sorry for interrupting you, is there a part of you that you used to dislike, and then with time, with age, with whatever, you're like, actually, not that bad at all, right?
Yeah, I used to dislike my breasts because they were too small. And I was like so ashamed.
Make me look now.
And I was so ashamed. And
come on.
And I'm like,
And now you love them.
And now I love them. I'm like, well, great. I can sleep on my belly. You know, I go to the beach, undress myself. Like, I don't care. It's like, well, it is what it is. I have them. You know, I don't want to update.
And they are the same, right? It's the way you look at them. And perceive them.
And obviously they are a bit older than before. No, it's just the body. Now it's normal. I can see a difference, but it is what it is. And I don't want to upgrade them because I don't want to upgrade them. So I'm like, okay, it is. And funny enough, I'm finding partners who appreciate, for example, my bum, because my bum is like more round. So if it's somebody who likes breasts, he's not gonna be with me because.
But you like it, and when you like it, your partner gonna like it too. This is the mirror, another mirror again. You know, like when you like something, you're gonna get the reflection of it, especially when you're a partner. When you dislike something, again.
And usually you match with people. That's why it's a match, no? Usually they match. If the differences are too big, it's not going to work for a long time. But that's the beauty, you know. Nobody is perfect. Like we all have these.
That's
things,
the beauty of it.
But that's the perfect thing, because that's what I was saying earlier. Because there's so many things that need to be matched in you to create you the way you are, like feet size, shape of fingers. The palm, you know, everything, like ears. When you think about it, like everything is so unique, like so. And for example, you can look at other people and say, she has my nose, but she has my hair, and she has my feet. But you know, it's like, you look at it, it's like mix and match. Somebody did like a good mix and match.
Absolutely. Unique. I will say, like, as a, like, something that I could add is like exactly the perfection is in these so small imperfections, I believe. that makes us
Did you
who
have
we are.
anything that you disliked and you started liking it?
I cannot remember. Maybe my nose when I was young. I was like, oh, but I love it right now. I don't know.
See,
It's
some people would say like me would say like, yeah, but your nose is fine because my mine is too pointy. Well, it's just, you know.
I think it's a lot of
how it is.
perspective and how the society around you perceive these things and what you hear about things. You know, you see, this with this, legs or this, and then you're like, mine are exactly not like they say. Maybe it's something wrong with me. You know, like nothing is wrong with you. Everything is perfect. So what will be every Friday, let's say Thursday or Friday, we are gonna have a new episode of the Nude Edition of the Self. Absolutely, yes, to both our both channels. And of course, I'm going to put everything in the descriptions. Also, the Instagram page of Mariya is an art gallery, that digital. So check it. Yeah. And thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
I am excited. And you subscribe, like, comment, share. And
also let us know if there's any topic you would like us to cover.
Absolutely.
Like, no shame. There is no shame. We can touch anything as long as they can allow us publishing it on YouTube.
We had surgery for shame, so it's completely distracted here.
No shame.
Immune.
Yes.
Shameless. See you next time.
See you next time. Ciao.